Good morning, Highlands, Presbyterian. So today we're talking about the Ascension. And there's this amazing gap between the Ascension and Pentecost. So on the Ascension, Jesus goes out with the disciples and they ask him, they say, are you going to restore the kingdom now? They're asking him, are you going to overthrow Rome? Are you going to do the things we expect you to do? And Jesus says, go to Jerusalem and wait. And then he ascends into the heavens. He doesn't answer their question. And they're staring into heavens, they're thinking, what do we do now? Angels show up and they say, why are you staring into the heavens? Go and do as Jesus told you to do. And they do. They have such a trust in Jesus Christ that even when he ascends, even when there's this unprecedented time, they do exactly what he told them to do because they trust him immensely, completely. And I can't help but ask myself the same question. Do I trust Jesus completely? That even when I don't understand what's going on in the world, even when I don't understand, what God has promised me, what God is doing in the world, do I trust Jesus enough to wait on the Holy Spirit? Do I sit and still myself every morning believing that God will lead me into the next steps? Do I trust God entirely? And I was thinking about this in reference to the death of Tim Keller this past week, who lived over the past 3 years, lived his entire life with this tremendous amount of trust that the foundation of his life and faith in Jesus Christ was entirely secure, and it allowed him to face cancer, the darkest time of his life. It allowed him to face it with hope because he trusted God completely, that even though there was this terrible thing going on in his life, he trusted in God's power and in God's riches, and that allowed him to face it with grace and with ease and to wait on God. Do I trust God? Do we trust God in the same way? That no matter what we face, the obstacles we face, do we believe that God will bring them to a good outcome? Do we trust God enough to let go of our idea of what success and riches look like and lean into God's?